Yo, what's going on guys, Space Kong here. In this video I'll be showing you how to farm the Lich set. Now I know there's a lot of you guys who already know how to get this set, and if you do then this video is not for you, but for those of you who don't know how to farm the Lich set and are still trying to farm it from dolmens, proceed. So, dolmens are a thing of the past now when it comes to farming the Shroud of the Lich set. What you do need to do is go to the Crypt of Hearts. Now this is a group dungeon. You can choose either to do Crypt of Hearts 1 or 2, but for this video I'm going to show you how to do Crypt of Hearts 1 as it's the easiest one to do, and you're not going to be farming it on veteran because you won't be able to solo that. Well, you might be able to if you're really good, but this is a video for the average all-round player. You don't need anything special to do this dungeon. I mean, you could do it with a group of players, but you know, if you can't find a group of players, you can always do it yourself. It's really not that difficult. All you need is a strong DPS. You need to be able to self-heal and load your attack bar with tons of AoE damage. And it doesn't hurt to have an execute for the boss. I mean, I don't have an execute on my bar, but that's just my character because he's meant to be for mobs. Essentially, the character I'm using is meant to be for Maelstrom Arena. I'm still working on him though. He's got so many skills missing and a lot of things I need to level up. But, like, I mean, it's good enough for this dungeon. I will be posting the build later on when he's complete. But essentially, the bosses have a chance to drop the Lich set. I'm not sure if the mobs do. I think the mobs might have a small chance, like a very small chance, but your best bet is to attack the bosses, and there's quite a few bosses in this dungeon, and they're all very easy to kill. But the thing is, you're not always guaranteed a Lich set to drop, because there are other sets to do with this dungeon. But I did get quite a few pieces in this run, and it only took me about half an hour, and I know that sounds quite a long time for a dungeon. Usually dungeons take about 15 minutes, but bearing in mind this was solo. And if you wanted, you could go 3 DPS and 1 healer. I mean, if you really wanted, you could go 4 DPS if you can all self-heal. But, you know, I would always recommend having a healer. You don't really need a tank for this, especially if it's on normal. In which case, having a full group, it should take you no longer than 8 to 10 minutes, if that, roughly. It's a really quick dungeon to do. And because it's a very short dungeon, I'm sure you could ask your friends to help you out, and they really wouldn't mind, you know what I mean? And what's 8 to 10 minutes? And that way you get even more of a chance of getting Lich set, because if they pick it up, you know, they can always just trade it to you, and then you can get to choose which pieces you want to keep. You know, like keep all the infusing divines and get rid of all the crappy trades. But any class can do this really. Like, your best bet will probably be if you're a Magicka Nightblade, because that way you could just skip all the mobs with your Shadow Cloak. I can't remember what the skill's called, but the one where you go invisible. It's in the Shadow skill line. But also being a Nightblade, you have an incredible amount of resource management. You can use all your siphoning abilities for self-healing. Well, as long as you skip all the mobs as well, you can go straight to the boss. And the dungeon shouldn't take you long at all. And if you're running a sorcerer, you can always use Crit Surge to self-heal. That's what I'm using right now. If you have a high critical chance, then you're going to be healing for days. Like, it can occur every 1 second, and if you're using a lot of AoEs, you're basically healing yourself for roughly around 2,500 health every second. And if it crits, you can get even higher. And if you're running a Dragon Knight, well, everyone knows it. Most of the tanks, I'd say probably about 80% of the tanks are Dragon Knights, because they have the best survivability, the best resistance, and they have that ability, I think it's called Dragon Blood or Green Dragon Blood, basically heals them for like 33% of their max health. I mean, that's a lot. And for Templar as well, I mean, survivability for Templars is ridiculous. They can just spam Breath of Life if they're Magicka based. They won't go down. Plus they have a really nice execute, which starts at 50% health, which is amazing. Radiant Destruction has to be one of my favourite skills in the game. And there we have it, another piece of Lich set. I was getting quite lucky in this run.
Make this stop, Narayan.
The only thing about dungeon sets is you can't trade them or sell them with anyone unless you've done the dungeon with someone. In that case you can trade it to them. Same as any dungeon set really, and same like with the masks and any armor piece. You basically have a 2-hour window to trade it with someone. But at least it's an easy dungeon to farm. I mean, it used to be when you get these from dolmens, and it was a really rare chance you'd get this Lich boss which would drop a piece. Well, it wouldn't even drop a piece all the time, you'd have a chance, and then you'd get the seduce assistance. And it's not always 100% drop, you know what I mean? So the chances of getting it very slim. But you could trade them. And the prices were ridiculous. Like a flame staff, it could be, well, sharpened or precise, and the prices, I've seen some of them sell up to 1.2 mil, and that's really overpriced. Some of them I've seen around 400k, 300k, but 1.2 mil, that takes a piss, doesn't it? I will admit though, doing these dungeons on your own can get tedious because it does take quite a while to do. I mean, half an hour for a normal dungeon is quite long. I mean, I know like people who are higher level and played the game for a long time, they could probably do it a lot faster. You know, all these people who do Maelstrom, Reno and Veteran, they clear it daily and do it in about an hour. I mean, those kind of people could probably clear it a lot faster than me. But the idea is basically keep all your buffs active and your self-healing on. And what I did for this dungeon run is I put stamina absorb glyphs on my weapons. So in between my attacks, if I start getting low on stamina, I'd do a heavy attack or a light attack, and that will basically restore a bit of stamina and ultimate as well. And of course having a Valk and Scoria proccing every 6 seconds. It's pretty sweet. Even the mini bosses can drop a piece of the Lich set, but can get really unlucky. I mean, my RNG rate sucks. A lot of you guys will know this. In this dungeon, I didn't do too bad, but you can go a whole dungeon and not get one piece of the Lich set. There we go, got another piece from that. And I know I keep skipping a lot of the mobs. Well, you know, if you can kill one load of mobs, then you could kill them all. I'm just going to show you the bosses. Otherwise this video would be about 20 minutes, half an hour. But what I did do in between mobs and bosses is wait for my stamina to regen.
An intruder. So you're the one who's been undoing our work.
It's up to you which one you want to go for first. I usually go for Zavin, the one with the staff, because he puts down these little AoEs which kind of get annoying after a while. The guy with the two-handed sword, he's not as bad, I don't think, because, I mean, yeah, it's annoying that he keeps knocking you down with his two-handed sword, or axe, whatever that is. But it's not as bad as having all these AoE dots. Yeah, I know I said sword earlier, but I just realised it's actually an axe. Yeah, this boss battle does take a little bit longer than all the others because between these two they have around 3 mil health. But they're still incredibly easy to take down. Do you see what I mean now about those AoEs getting annoying? And if you would go for the guy with the two-handed axe, see I got it right at the time, two-handed axe. If you go for that guy first, then you're just going to be littered with these AoEs everywhere. Even more so than is already here. But there is no point trying to farm this set on veteran or normal. I mean, you might get better traits, but especially if you're doing it on your own, you won't get any more chance of a piece dropping. Okay, so the mage is down, and look, the guy with the two-handed axe, Arthur, however you pronounce that, he's already really low on health, and that's purely just from the AoE damage. And there we go, a sharpened flame staff for the Lich. Now, if this was before the One Time update, I would have been rich by now. But unfortunately it's bound, but I'm probably going to use it anyway. And that's it, that's all you have to do. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and found it useful. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, please leave a like and subscribe. And as always guys, have yourselves a great day. Peace.